And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Hello and thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is Game 2, and things will only get more intense from this point forward. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Oklahoma City, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Checking out the Lakers, they've definitely made a statement here in the early going, outpacing some teams that were projected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with honor.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. And it's Kessler in at the 5. And for the Lakers, it's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. Then it's Connect. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's the Cobra in at the 1. I gotta say, the NBA Cup and its additional layer of excitement here early in the NBA season has really ramped up the stakes. I mean, this season, we even have MP laying down the decree he's going to take his team all the way to the NBA Cup Finals and secure the title.
Each and every Cup game this season is going to be even more exciting, I think, than last year. Just look at the TV ratings on Cup games, and that tells the story. Fans love the added intrigue, and heck, throw in MP's stellar talent and his self-proclaimed quest for the Cup, and everyone is tuning in.
Looking at the Lakers, they're 1-0 in the group stage of the NBA Cup so far. A win tonight would go a long way to getting them to the knockout round.
And that's because they're in very good shape if they can take this one. You normally have to win 3 games to advance, so a 2-0 start would be huge.
And now checking out how the Jazz are doing. This is a vital game in the Cup for them. They lost their group stage opener. A loss tonight could end their run.
Yeah, it dropped them to 0-2 with just 2 games left in the group round. You probably need 3 wins to advance, so they cannot afford a loss.
For the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on our sideline.
Hey, BA. Well, no surprise, MP is on a mission to bring home the NBA Cup, telling me I want to be a part of a winning legacy. That's my main goal in any competition I'm in. Victories come first. All the individual stuff comes later. Do you expect anything less from MP, Brian?
Nope, we sure wouldn't. And this guy is all in.
Throw it AD's way, and he'll take care of the rest. A huge alley-oop target for his teammates.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
4 on the clock. Sexton misses.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Nails it from beyond the arc. The Cobra's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's George. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Sexton against Reeves. Sexton misses.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's the Cobra. Again, the Lakers.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Outside Sexton. Davis against Kessler. Pass to Collins. Now here's Markkanen. Will it go? Davis with a rebound. Here's the Cobra. 7 points in the game. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 10 points for him.
I just love the ball movement.
Jazz trail by 9. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season. And the Lakers making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. Clarkson's checked in for Sexton. .146 left in the first quarter of the game. Kessler passes to George. Clarkson for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
No, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Here's Collins, following the score by Los Angeles. And miss after miss right now. Los Angeles leading by 11. There's 57 seconds left in the opening quarter. And the basket is good.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Clarkson. Fires the three. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's the Cobra. George defending. The Cobra can't hit. Jazz trail by 13. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clarkson with the ball. Pass to Collins. Collins drawing the double team. Shot clock at 6. George passes to Markkanen. And that one drops for him. Markkanen's got 5 now.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here's the Cobra. Nails it from 3.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided. So both teams making some changes here. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Jared Vanderbilt out there with LeBron James. Then it's Connect, and it's the Cobra in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. A nice shot by Filipowski.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Lakers are looking to get downhill. Anthony Davis said we try to attack the basket and live in the paint. That's part of our identity, our DNA. It's getting to the line and guys catching rhythms like that and then playing from there.
KYG, know your game. They do that well, Allie. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons. The sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach. But the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, thank you. Something fun about this NBA Cup tournament are the nights where we only have Cup games. It's a playoffs-like atmosphere.
Yeah, especially with the way these NBA Cup games affect everybody's standings within the tournament. Every game becomes important, and it just makes it that much more exciting to watch.
The Cobra passes to Davis. Here's the Cobra. He's guarded by Mills. Shot's good by the Cobra. The Cobra's got 6 points in the quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Mills finds Markkanen from downtown. And Reeves pulls it down. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant. It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got a feel for them tonight.
Amazing. Even a little bit off target, LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Mills, tightly guarded. Pass to Kessler. Back to Mills. Here's Markkanen, lets it fly. Offensive rebound, Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
You simply have got to box out Walker Kessler. This guy gets a lot of his offense from second chance opportunities.
Here's the Cobra with the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. The Cobra's got 25 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
And the Lakers making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Pass to Sexton. Shot clock at 5. From behind the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Sexton's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. The Lakers lead by 19. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Shot's good by the Cobra.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Markkanen outside. Takes the 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's the Cobra. Up and in on the layup. The Cobra's got 12 now in this quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Some room here for George. Offline from the top of the key. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Utah Jazz.
Their opponent is beating them up on the boards, and they're not taking it well.
No, they are not. It's been pretty embarrassing. All right, now we've got some time to take a look at the players of the week. In the East, Tyrese Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? Overlooked a little early on in his career, but once people saw more of him, they began to see the upside.
He has a positive effect in so many areas of the game. Well-deserved recognition here. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. The Lakers lead by 23. Here's the Cobra. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Here's a peek at the current NBA Cup standings for you here in the middle of the group round.
And at this point, it's still very much a mystery who's going to make it all the way to that NBA Cup championship game. A lot of basketball left to play.
Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. Markkanen and Collins the 3 and 4. George and Sexton in the backcourt. And it's Kessler in at the 5, roaming the paint. James with the ball. Pass to connect. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Yeah, locked and loaded. Connect, ready to launch.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. Markkanen with it. Outside Sexton. Kept alive. It's not going to go for him.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And Los Angeles, another 3.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Just disrespectful. If the D gives him a clear path to the hoop, he will take it.
Let's just say they were a little slow to react there.
Yeah, and despite his...
Oh, okay then.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. The Jazz have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Here's George. Rebound, the Lakers. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And how about we check the numbers for him?
And he's a little less of a go-to guy for their offense now, at least compared to earlier on in the season. You can see his usage percentage is slumping over the last 5 games. Hopefully he can be more involved tonight.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Markkanen, it's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 3rd assist of the night. Here's the Cobra. George defending. He shoots it. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Sexton. And it's blocked by Davis.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
This one for 3. Knocks down the long J. The Cobra's got 39.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
For the Jazz, Hendricks comes in for Larry Markkanen, and Clarkson subbed in for George. Here's the Cobra. Checked by Sexton. And it's good for 2. The Cobra's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
For 3, Sexton. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Shot's good by the Cobra.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
The Jazz have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Milton against Clarkson. Back to Sexton. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Kessler.
When I think about Colin Sexton, the first couple things that come to mind, speed and confidence. It is what makes him such a good scorer.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Some solid defense from Hayes.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Shot's good by the Cobra.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Clarkson outside. Takes it inside. Comes up empty down low. Los Angeles has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. And here's Sexton. He's got 5. The shot misses. Good D by Vanderbilt. With 4 on the clock. And he sinks the layup. The Cobra's got 48.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Don't see too many 39-point leads in the NBA. Incredible. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And there have been
bring us home, MP?
The Lakers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Hayes. Then there's Shake Milton. And it's Christie in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Pass to Collier. And we're starting to see some big contracts for NBA head coaches, Doris.
Well, B.A., whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches' contracts, the cost of business is the cost of business. And coaches, to me, earn every penny. Because what happens when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically that head coach. I have 0 problems with the salaries.
To the inside. Here's Eubanks. Pass to Collier. Clarkson for 3. He drops it from range. Clarkson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
Shot's good by the Cobra.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Now here's Eubanks. He's defended by Hayes. To the middle. Here's Collier. Out to the right wing. Here's Hendricks. Here's Clarkson. And he makes it on the layup. Clarkson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're just staying with possessions on the offensive glass and getting rewarded for it. You have to love the hustle.
And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of hype. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George, and it's blocked. Driving in, hits yet again. Wow! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
B.A., it feels like he can't miss.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Collins. Sexton against Milton. Now George. No good with a layup.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific.
Good. He hits again.
And it's 60 points again for him. Can't believe he's done it 3 times.
That's right. And now he's tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign. Inside. Here's Collins. Hits the jump hook. Collins has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Here's the Cobra. Oh, hey! How about that?
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Utah's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Outside Sexton. Collins outside. Marketing from long range. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's the Cobra. And he gets the bucket.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Pass to Sexton. Back to George. There's 25 seconds left in the game. And Markkanen with the stuff.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
The Cobra passes to Christie. Here's the Cobra. The three-pointer off the mark. Collins outside. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. And with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just a fantastic start to the group stage. They're in the driver's
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow. MP got the job done tonight, as usual. MP about to put on a show in the desert. Show them how you shine.
Feeling you, MP.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight.
And there's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. Hi, everyone. We've got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 of the NBA Cup for both of these teams. Let's get started. This is Kevin Harlan along with both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
And now the Lakers starting group. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Connect out there with the Cobra. And it's Reddish in at the small forward position. And for Phoenix, up front, Durant plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Morris is out there with Booker, and it's Beal in at the 3 slot. And for MP specifically, these cup games have extra meaning. He's made it very clear he really wants to take this home.
And I think of this Game 3 of the group stage as moving day. We separate the contenders from the pretenders. MP will have to step up, take on a big role tonight.
And both of these teams, Greg, have a couple games in the NBA Cup under their belts. They've gotten off to pretty good starts.
And I got to believe they both like the position they're in. And tonight will be huge in determining if they can make those knockout games. It's pretty much a must-win.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Right side, Durant. Here's Morris. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
The Cobras' shot is off. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Durant kicks to Morris. Nurkic setting the pick for Durant. And again, it's the Suns missing. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to New York. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
And that one, good.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's the Cobra. And the rebound by Nurkic.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Pass to the Cobra. 3-pointer. Booker pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Beal. The rebound by the Lakers. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. Lakers leading by 9. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Here's the Cobra, and a strong finish with two hands.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So for the Suns, Plumlee, he's checked in for Nurkic. O'Neal comes in. Phoenix making a change here. Morris is checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. LeBron, he's checked in for Davis. Reddish comes in for Hachimura. And it's the Cobra in for Christie. Here's the Cobra. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Plumlee. Royce O'Neal is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Morris. And it's Booker in at the shooting guard position. Here's the Cobra. 17 points in the game. Banked in off the glass. The Cobra's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
O'Neal sets the screen for Booker. And you know who? Devin Booker.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, which should help them cut into that deficit.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Tries it from 19. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Booker against Reeves. No good from Booker. Lakers leading by 13. LeBron passes to the Cobra. Reeves outside. Here's the Cobra. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. The Cobra's got 27 points.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
O'Neal outside. Back to Booker. Outside, Beal. Pass to Booker. Will it go? Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the Cobra, covered by Morris. And he makes that one. And it's 29 points for the Cobra.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Suns. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal. The Lakers also changing it up. Davis is checked in for Vanderbilt. Hachimura comes in for James. And it's Connect in for Austin Reeves. Booker outside. KD on the wing. Clock at 6. Nurkic a screen on Hachimura. Here's Booker. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Outside Durant. That shot, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Right back after this break.
It is a wonderful night for basketball.
You take a look at the Lakers. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy. And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Lakers.
They love to run at times.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Connect out there with the Cobra. And it's Reddish in its small forward.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strengths. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. And the Suns call time. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Lakers. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And checking out Phoenix, 9 games back.
Well, right now for Phoenix, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
And they pick up 2. The Cobra's got 38 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Here's Booker. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
Here's the Cobra. 2 points. That one goes. The Cobra's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
The wide open look for Durant, and rebounded by Connect. Connect's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
Here's the Cobra. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Grayson Allen's checked in for the Suns. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Vanderbilt comes in for James. Hachimura is checked in for Reddish. And it's Austin Reeves in for Connect. Nurkic a screen on Hachimura. Beal gets a wide open look. Great look, but off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. Out to the wing. Vanderbilt the pass to the Cobra. Rebound by the Suns.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
Allen's shot is off. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's the Cobra. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. The Cobra's got 47 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Just on fire tonight. Devin Booker is feeling it, folks.
Here's the Cobra, defended by Booker.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And another one that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And the jam by Beal.
And there's that creativity from Beal. When he's in flight, boy, he's going to show you something special.
Here's the Cobra. And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. He can't get that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And
It's checked in for Vanderbilt. Phoenix calls timeout. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They're going with Booker and Allen on the wings. Royce O'Neal is out there with Plumlee, and it's Morris in at the 1.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Booker against Reeves. Plumlee in the high post. Nobody near Allen. And again, it's the Suns missing. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. A nice shot by the Cobra.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Morris kicks to Booker. Fires the 3. The Cobra with the rebound.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Hits it again. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Morris. Now Plumlee. Back to Morris. To halt the run. Rebound the Lakers. Here's the Cobra. And another one falls. Amazing.
And another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He is one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. In fact, I don't think you can make an argument against that. Allen for 3. Kicks it out to Booker. O'Neal sets the screen for Morris. Great D that time from the Cobra. LA has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And just breaking the spirit of their opponent. 3 straight times this year, this win is going to give them a perfect 3-0 record with 1 left to be played on the season against Phoenix.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the Cobra.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Nurkic checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Grayson Allen. And then for the Lakers, Wood, he's checked in for Hayes. And Vanderbilt subbed in for Christie. It's Beal on the wing. And the wide open shot from Morris. That's good. And so Beal with the assist.
It's obvious Beal is a bona fide scorer, but he's no ball hog. I mean, he's willing to set other people up too.
Here's the Cobra, takes it inside, and it's Durant with the rebound. Booker outside. His three-pointer's off the mark. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. The Cobra's shot is off. Morris outside, and so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just 1 group matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them.
huge moment on the show today as I am ready to unveil my ultimate NBA Dynasty rankings.
All right, I mean, it took you long enough.
Great win tonight, MP.
Good job, MP. I see.
Nice job, man. Good. Hey, should we pick up something there? Good game, FD.
You have been playing well as a starter.
Yeah, and we are confident it is the right move for the long-term health of the team.
But not everyone is as thrilled as we are with the new lineup.
I'm sure you can figure out who he's talking about.
I mean, if I were him, I'd be unhappy too, but like you said, there's no place for hurt feelings, and this is a grown man's league.
Yes, of course. But we would like you to make a special effort to get him more involved in the offense when you're on the floor with him.
We've talked a lot about using your gravity to get everyone involved. We just want to make sure that he's one of those people.
Look, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time, but I don't understand what the problem is. We're winning games.
Okay,
Isn't that what's most important?
We're winning games now, in the regular season. But we're going to need him down the line, not just in the playoffs, but in the years to come. And if he feels like his talents are being wasted, he's going to want out. We could lose him.
And it's throwing off chemistry in the locker room.
I get that. But what's more important to him? Winning games or usage rate?
It's not that simple, MP. Everyone's got an ego, right? And quite frankly, he earned his.
He has done a lot for this organization, and we are just trying to do right by him. How would you feel if the tables were turned?
Look, I'll do what I can, but at the end of the day, he's his own man and he can make his own decisions.
We understand that. But we have some reasonable requests that we think you're going to be okay with.
All right, look, I'll give him my best shot, but he has to hold up his end of the bargain. I can't put the ball in the basket for him, too.
All we ask is that you try. It's in the
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
I can't contain You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future. We all start losers. We're all late bloomers. Gotta struggle through the sewer.
What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do